Without all of the help that we have received over the years, none of this would be possible. Hi, my name is Trevor Mendelow. I'm the Executive Director of Teens4Oceans, a non-profit organization whose mission is to impassion young people to care about the ocean through innovative technologies, education, research and science.
My name's Steve Broadbelt. I'm one of the founders and managing director for everything we have here, Compass Point Dive Resort and the dive shop Ocean Frontiers. And we've been in business here since 1996.
Steve Broadbelt is a gentleman we met about 1.5 years ago, and with his co-owner Mo have developed a fantastic dive program on the east end of Grand Cayman. They have established some really terrific research programs there. They have fantastic photography programs, and more than anything, they really value conservation. They really value the dive programs that foster education and teach divers good practices, both for safety and for the safety of the reefs that they dive on. And Steve has been a phenomenal resource for us. He has provided us with accommodation, with dive support. He has financially contributed tremendously to this project. And he is somebody who really believes that both adults and young people need to understand the marine world better. And he understands, I think, very well that it is the dive industry that can really precipitate a lot of great programs that can then be stepping stones to introducing the public, especially using these underwater webcams, to an amazing world that needs to be understood. The Cayman Islands was a logical site for us to begin some coral reef monitoring work with our youth base here in Colorado and around the nation, as it's such a fabulous reef in healthy condition with an abundance of different kinds of reef fish and other reef organisms that inhabit the small coral heads in the inner lagoon of the east coast of Grand Cayman. We began deploying an offshore floating platform that was fully autonomous. It was solar powered and had radio communication with shore. And to that floating platform we deploy an underwater webcam that could monitor coral reef heads as well as other life that lives around those reef heads over a period of 2 to 3 years. We decided to install some coral monitoring lighting systems to be able to monitor whether a particular species, Monastrea, or genus of coral, would spawn predictably based on the ninth month, 8 days after the full moon, as the corals are known to do offshore. And about a month before the coral spawning event, unfortunately we had an unprecedented series of storm events that occurred, not involving large seas necessarily, but just torrential amounts of rain. And really beyond what we thought would happen, one of the flotation bins filled with water, and it was enough just to, with the wrong wind in the wrong mooring position, to flip over the floating platform. And we were left struggling to determine how on earth we could replace some of the electronics in a very, very short period of time to be able to catch what we thought would be the first ever live spawning event in the Cayman Islands. What this meant was, at headquarters here in Boulder, what we initiated was an online CrowdRise campaign to fundraise to see whether the many people that view this camera and who were excited about this event would help us raise funds to replace all this equipment. The equipment that we deploy is expensive. The travel obviously can be quite expensive, and being able to do this in a period of 2 weeks seemed illogical at times and seemed something that we wouldn't be able to do. But with the fabulous support of Steve Broadbelt at Ocean Frontiers and his patrons, his customers, and with the amazing support of our board of directors and Diane Wallach from the Gates Frontier Fund and all of our youth groups around the nation, we were able to raise a couple of $1,000s more than we aimed to, which truly was an amazing experience. And we rallied to get a group from Ocean Classrooms to come down with us, and a couple of people from Ocean Frontiers to help us. And we were able to rebuild the entire electronics. We were able to salvage some of the solar equipment and even some of the batteries. We rebuilt the entire floating platform in 3 days, and we're able to get the system running, believe it or not, 14 hours before this morning event. We were able to catch this morning event live on the internet. We had 3,500 people simultaneously waiting for these corals to spawn. There really was no promise or assurance that these coral heads inside the lagoon respond to the lunar events and the calendar events that the deeper water corals respond to. So sitting at 8:14 Colorado time at my computer, moving between the different heads, not knowing if these coral heads would spawn, but knowing that thousands of people were sitting and watching with us was a tremendously exciting thing. And when the first gametes were released from the head, it was just a chorus of people commenting and just overjoyed that we were able to get this live and to be able to record this event.
The initial reason why we got into this is just to help give back to the community locally and internationally, where if high school kids can learn about marine sciences through webcams such as this, then that has to be good for the whole marine industry, diving, snorkeling, you name it. If these kids can become better ambassadors for the marine environment, then that's a win for everybody.
What we've established now is a truly remarkable precedent for coral monitoring, and being able to capture live data from these research cameras and being able to record live events and to be able to actually broadcast live events with some of our scientists being able to interpret what is happening and to be able to explain to people how important gametogenesis is for coral restoration is a very exciting thing, and we hope that this is just the beginning of something very, very exciting.